anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and... Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll try it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the Utes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The inside handoff. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Gonzalez going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. He breaks a tackle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Utes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on third and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. catches it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonzalez to throw. And wings it incomplete. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go when it starts today.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Utes will punt this one away. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run play action. Right on target this time.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Gonzalez going to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result, was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Look out, he's got room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They'll try the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Utes will call on their punt team. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonzalez to throw. It's on target and complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. They get to him as he throws.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fighting off the defender. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Utes in the hurry up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The running back has it, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Makes the grab on third. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on fourth down. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, they're taking to the air, trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Utes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Off play action. He's got him in the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Pocket breaking down. They brought the heat, and they get him on the ground. And a fourth down sack stops this drive cold.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a fourth and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Gonzalez going to throw it. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll pull it on the read. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running to Green. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. 3rd down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Tosses it incomplete. The Utes will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonzalez to throw. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gonna swing it on second down. Touchdown, Colorado! They take the lead with the 6.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trendsetter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Illinois answered the bell away from Champaign today with an impressive victory. The Fighting Illini knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Utes line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Trying play action. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quickly complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for hats.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Gonzalez going to throw it. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
14. Utah, 0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Utes will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The RPO fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Gonzalez to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The give to the tailback. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Might as well stick with it. Breaks into the open. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the ride. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Formation to kick it away.
Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The RPO, it's complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Gonzalez going to throw it. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he drops the throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Direct snap. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the gun, running back gets the give. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Utes will hustle to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Using the quick game. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 35 over the Groupers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab. It's Snyder. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
Second down coming up.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Timeout, Utah.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Snyder. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that is another 1st down.
He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Snyder. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And the Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Utah.
Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down.
First down.
To the air on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Utes want to pick up the tempo.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Snyder. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, and we are close to being all she wrote. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.